Alright, the Water Gargoyles. Yes, quite a story. This is a group of 3 unreleased pets in Prodigy that have been leaked for a very long time, and I mean a very long time. In this video, I'm going to go over the full story of the unreleased Water Gargoyles and kind of rant a little bit on Prodigy not having released them yet, and really just Prodigy needs to release them this year 100% in 2024. Water Gargoyles must be released. We will wait and see if this happens by the end of the year, but let's go ahead and get into the story of the Water Gargoyles. So, back when Prodigy came out and pets were being added to the game, we got 4 lines of gargoyles in Prodigy. Puck and its evolutions are the Fire Chain. Ruckus and its evolutions are the Ice Chain. Hob and its evolutions are the Storm Chain. And Scally and its evolutions are the Plant Chain. Water being an element that I believe was added later in Prodigy. Either water or ice, that gets kind of confusing. But water seemed to be added later, and that's why there was never a version of the Water Gargoyles released. And so we've been in Prodigy without a water variant of this lineup for a very long time. They had never even been revealed. But then in just late 2021, Prodigy finally added the Water Gargoyles to the code and to the game, just not, of course, to be obtainable. As you see in the image I have brought up, this is the metadata of Prodigy, and this is Water Gargoyle 1. It was created in very late 2021, and the rest were as well. And they were basically added to the game, and I believe sometime in 2022, late 2022 or mid 2022, they were added to the pet book in Prodigy, and it was very glitchy, as you see in these images right here. It was very glitchy. They had the same numbers as the 3 pets around them, the mythical epics around them, and they never showed up. And sort of around this time, they were also added to the game to be obtainable by hackers, because then hackers could see the Water Gargoyles in the pet book, not in the pet book, in the pet selection screen. You could see their names, of course, Water Gargoyle 1, Water Gargoyle 2, Water Gargoyle 3, and so you can see their stats too. You can enter them in a battle, but you cannot you can see their spells. But the thing is, they never have had in-game sprites added, so basically it's just a missing thing. It's just blank. There's no sprite, there's nothing to look at because nothing has been finished with it. I believe still later in 2022 they were finally removed from the pet book and that glitch was gone, but they were still in the pet selection screen as Water Gargoyle 1, Water Gargoyle 2, and Water Gargoyle 3, able to be gotten by hackers, but just not able to be seen in-game. Their icons were there, but their sprites were not. And that is where we are at to this day in Prodigy. They can be seen like that. They are in the game. You can type their names into the chat, all that. You can find that out, but hackers only can get them, and they cannot be seen. Only their icons and their names are just Water Gargoyles 1, 2, and 3. You can also see their stats and spells if you enter them in a battle, but you can't see, of course, the sprites because it has not been created. Alright, so now let's bring back up the images of their icons. As you can see, as far as what we know and what has been added right now, they are still in pixels. Of course, Prodigy's old form of style and art for the game. They are still in pixels, Prodigy has made things in HD, everything in HD recently. Not everything, of course, has been updated, but everything they have been adding has been in HD, pretty much everything, and that's their new art style. These icons are currently not in HD, and, well, I do believe that, well, I have hope that Prodigy has created them in HD, but they just have not been leaked yet because Prodigy has been doing a great job at keeping things hidden from us recently. Almost nothing that has come out in the past couple of months has been actually leaked in the game, or I say probably just the last month, but it's really good because Prodigy is keeping leaks from us and we get more surprises, so I wouldn't be surprised if these were actually made in HD, because as of what we know right now, they have not been even created in-game at all, but they definitely should have, and that brings me to their spines. If you don't want to know what a pet spine is, it is the spine, well, it's like the deconstruction of all of their parts. So like eyes, arms, legs, tails, whatever else they have, their heads, all that is deconstructed in the spines. And as you can see on these images right here, this is the spine for Water Gargoyle 1, the first evolution. This is the spine for Water Gargoyle 2, the second evolution, and this is the spine for Water Gargoyle 3, the third evolution. Of course, you can pause the video to take a better look at these spines. I also want to point out that a user on the Prodigy game wiki, Nova Starcast, took the time to create custom art of what these Water Gargoyles would look like, based on their spines. So I have the images pulled up right here. This was done really well, so shout out to Nova Starcast for doing that, and I think these look really cool. And so now on to the little rant I have. Prodigy, these have been made since 2021, since late 2021. They have to be added in game. Look, the Water Gargoyles are important to all of us who know about it and who actually care. We would love to see the Water Gargoyles in game finally for us to be able to obtain. It would be nice if they could just be added to the elemental areas to be rescued. The first one, second one, and third one, you can rescue them, membership for evolution, all that kind of thing, just like normal. Just integrate them into the game as if they were always there. I doubt they would be regularly placed in the pet book, but who knows, they may be. And I do have hope that they will be released. I'm mad that we have gone this long without their release. I've been waiting, of course, since I found out about them. That was probably sometime in 2022 that I found out about it. And we've all just been waiting for so long. It's so important to us. And look, if Prodigy, if you don't want to integrate them into the game, at least just add them into an Ultimate Member box. It would make sense since it's a variant of the line, even though it's not a variant of a particular pet. It's just the last addition to the line. And even if you do include it into an Ultimate Member box, I would be happy because it would finally be obtainable. So this is really what needs to happen. They should just be integrated into the game, in my opinion, as if they were never there, but the choice of an Ultimate Membership pet is an option. Either way, we would still be able to get it, and I think we would all be happy because this is really unfair that we have had to wait so long. And Prodigy, if you are watching this at all, which I do kind of doubt, but look, we really all want this, and you would make a lot of people happy if these pets were added to the game. So basically, yeah, that's what I have to say about the Water Gargoyles. I think they are so cool, and even pixelated, they look cool, and I'm sure they would look great in HD. Hopefully they have been designed in HD. That's my hope. We just haven't found it yet because Prodigy has kept stuff from us recently. And again, I'm okay with that, just as long as they are released. Prodigy, if we look back on 2024, at the beginning of 2025, and these are still not released, I'm going to be very disappointed. And I really hope that this is taken into consideration and that we are finally able to receive and obtain the Water Gargoyles fairly in the game sometime in 2024. So, wow. Yeah, that's a lot about the Water Gargoyles. I've been talking for like 10-11 minutes by now, and it's just, I'm very surprised that they have not been released yet, and I really do hope, again, that they are released in 2024. So that is my expectation, and if it is not met, again, I'm going to be disappointed. So, what do you think about the Water Gargoyles and Prodigy? Do you like them? Do you think they look cool? Do you think they've been updated to HD or not? And all of that sort of thing. How do you want them to be obtainable? For everyone through the elemental areas, or for Ultimate members through an Ultimate membership box sometime this year? Just go ahead and let me know all of your thoughts in the comments, and thank you for watching. Fingers crossed they are released in 2024. We will look back on this and see.